Hello, it is me, Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned in Tarot, and we are here to take a look at the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others, in our external environment. Looking at my external environment, I'm like, yeah, that's about right. There's like half-packed boxes, reorganizing things. There's some clutter on the surfaces because I'm like moving things around, and that is how my brain feels. So definitely the energy reflects my internal state. My hair looks like my room too. Also, I'm just kind of rocking the it's Leo season, and I'm really not ever going to brush my hair. So you love it though, and it's totally fine. I wanted to get this reading done for you today. I wanted to get it here to you today, so I decided that I would just come au natural. So you got me. Pretty in pink, as I just said on my TikTok, which is over here to my left. You may see me gesturing or sometimes looking at comments, although like I told the lovely people who are watching me on TikTok, I don't always see comments, so I apologize. But yes, we are live to TikTok, and if you want to be taking advantage of live streams, make sure you're following both Tuned In Tarot on TikTok and Pearl's Prayers on TikTok. And please like, subscribe, share, do the things you can to help my channel to grow. I would really appreciate it. And make sure you're clicking the links and taking advantage of all the things that are going on. And I do update the description in the box below occasionally, so just take a glance and make sure there's nothing new that you haven't missed recently, like the new class I did on Saturday, and we'll be doing every Saturday for free, and then posting to a series, and I will also have some content posted to YouTube as well. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, okay, let's stop talking and start reading the cards. The masculine and feminine energy, what's going on? We haven't done a divine check-in for a minute, so let's just get right into it. I am going to do back and forth today instead of just all one and then the other. I'm just feeling that's what I'm feeling today. So we're going to look at the headspace for both right now. And we are looking at divine feminine headspace first. That's what I picked up first. We have this patient, calm, level queen energy going on here. Angelic energy, peace, calm, transmutation, alchemy. And then we have the page of Minuta from the Italian tarot. And we just saw the page of Pentacles. It just came out in a reading I just did. And it was the page of materials from that deck that I just pulled it from. And now it's back again. And it's here in this accompanying the temperance energy. So the divine feminine energy is content, and I truly mean the content. She is content to take things one step at a time, to take things a little bit at a time. She's not feeling stressed and pressed. I like how there's the nails here, the getting her nails done, and I didn't realize that until I just said that. But she is not feeling stressed and pressed right now. She is just like, all right, I'm just breaking things down into small, manageable tasks, and I'm handling it, and yeah, that's where we're at. Divine masculine. How about you? We have the King of Swords in the headspace, so trying not to think so much because we feel that we're overthinking. So the masculine's realizing that he is getting himself all worked up. He's in a state of fear, anxiety, stress, worry, concern, and he's got to cut it out. Like, there's that King of Swords energy in reverse, which is like, I can't keep thinking about this. I can't keep torturing myself. And there's definitely an element here of him torturing himself that's going on. So worrying, feeling worried, feeling concerned, and trying not to think. But then, of course, if I'm like, don't think about the pink elephant, then, of course, what are we thinking about? We're thinking about the pink elephant in order to not think about it. So he's a little bit He's a little anxious. He also doesn't have a plan. He's got no plan for how to handle this. How do I get through this anxiety? How do I get through this worrying? He doesn't have a plan or a strategy to follow because the King of Swords usually has that. But there's no Queen of Swords to give it to him, is what I'm hearing. So without a Queen of Swords to inspire some kind of strategy or a plan, he doesn't know what to do. He's like, I don't know what to do. So, well, figure it out, buddy. Okay. Oh, we're not here yet. So, it's going to be one of those days today. It's going to be one of my buddy days. You know what I'm like, okay, buddy. Figure it out, buddy. As if it's not myself I'm talking to. Okay, so, what's underlying all Divine Feminine's thoughts and decisions today? What is underlying all of her thoughts and decisions today? We have work in the headspace, and the Hermit in the heart space. So Virgo season is upon us already. God damn. Couldn't even wait just a few days. You know they're fucking always early. Virgos. We love Virgos. My Venus is a Virgo. I love like a Virgo, okay? I love my earth signs, but Jesus Christ, it's the 14th of August. Fuck off. We have almost a week more. You don't need to start planning, already preparing, already planning. Virgo season. Back up. We still need some time to party and relax and rest. My card for August is rest, not work. Just letting you know. Anyway. They're like, enough of this vacation. I want to get back to work. I want to focus on what I'm making, what I'm creating. I'm feeling inspired. I feel like, kind of just going within and seeing where this inspiration leads me. That's kind of what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do right now. Cool story. So underlying all Feminine's thoughts and decisions, she's like, I guess I'm just going to work on things alone. I'm going to work on this alone. Divine Masculine, underlying all his thoughts and decisions, we have the Fool and the Knight of Wands. So we're getting a very self-deprecating energy coming from the cards. I'm feeling this sensation of him being like, I was a fool for wandering, for being inconsistent, for love bombing, for, trying to stoke a fire that I couldn't sustain, and I knew I couldn't sustain it. And I just want to know if this chair that I'm sitting on gets any shorter. Like, I want to know if it sinks any lower. If it can sink any lower than it's been sinking right now. Which is interesting when I'm trying to read this freaking cards. And distracted by something that keeps sinking lower and lower and lower. So I feel this Divine Masculine is just kind of like... He's just getting that energy. He's giving me this energy of just being like, ugh. Like Eeyore. Like ho-hum. Like, I'm foolish, I'm stupid, I took a huge risk and lost. Now I'm thirsty. We've got this desert scene here. Now I'm thirsty. And nothing can satiate my thirst except for this Divine Feminine energy, and I did this to myself. And maybe I just need to take a chance. Maybe I just need to just go and be spontaneous without a plan. Because remember, he came in here with no plan, man. Right? He's like, I got no plan, man. So, no plan, then maybe he just wings it. So, underlying all of his thoughts, and you know what? The chair actually did get shorter. So, it proved that it could get shorter. Thanks so much, chair, for doing that. Seriously, though. I'm like a full, like, if somebody just wants to send me around $1,000 so that I can buy an actually good chair. I love the color of this one. It's very muted, very like, and it was a gift. It was a free gift. Okay. Anyway, I digress. A comfortable chair to work in. What a dream. What a dream. Anyway, Divine Masculine made his point by shrinking me down to the lowest possible level and kind of giving me the sense of like, well, can't get any lower than this. I might as well just fucking take this leap here with the full energy and just go for it. Like, maybe I should just go for it. And do you notice something? The feminine energy is like, you know what? I'm fine. with things taking as long as they take, a little bit at a time. I'm not stressed and pressed. I'm going to work my magic over here. I'm going to create shit. I'm going to do cool stuff. Just do it on my own. Good at that anyway. Second she does that, Divine Masculine is like, maybe I should just go take a chance. Take a leap. Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should. All right, let's get over here to the... What has the feminine carried in with her from the past? Oh, look, it's the King of Swords. It's the King of Swords, but it's not the one that is, like, harsh, critical, cold, icy. She's seeing somebody who is smart, you know, thoughtful, truthful, in their integrity, not afraid to take action when they have a plan or a strategy. So she's seeing the masculine energy in the light traits of this, but definitely detached from emotions. And somebody who's thinking a lot and in the head space a lot, which is really interesting because in the card to clarify that is the 8 of Lunga in the Italian deck, or the Pasta Tarot. And that's being trapped in your head, being trapped in your head space. Divine Feminine realized that this is interesting. Okay, so she's kind of, this pasta is tied in this like shibari rope thing going on here, which is interesting and fun. But what is occurring to me is that Divine Feminine is realizing that in the past, all she had of the masculine was air, was just thoughts of the Divine Masculine, was just the mental picture, the thoughts of the masculine. That is all she had in her mind. And she wasn't actually seeing him in reality. So when she would see the 3D version of him doing whatever it was that he was doing, she would still be seeing that through the blindfold, which meant that she was always pulling on this, her thoughts about the masculine. And in that way, she was trapped with this past version of him that was detached from her and like cool as a cucumber, could not communicate with her directly. And in this way, she was able to control the story with the masculine energy. If it's only in the mind, then you can control it. It's an illusion of control, but you can feel that you can control it by thinking about it. So that's where she was. She was kind of stuck in this pattern of just only thinking about this masculine energy. There was no physical action. There was no 3D interaction. It was just constantly thinking about it and trapped in those thoughts of it. And in that way, controlling the relationship or controlling the experience of the relationship. Divine Masculine is carrying in this 10 of Wands energy here and the Sun card, which is showing me that the masculine felt really responsible for other people's happiness. And this is something that he has had within him since childhood. So this is giving me the vibes of somebody who is a people pleaser. They constantly need to make everyone else happy in order to feel like they can enjoy their happiness. And seeing as no one is ever going to be completely happy and there's always going to be somebody upset, there is a sense there that happiness was always blocked through other people's needs. He carried the burden of the feminine's happiness, as in he felt he needed to make her happy. And because he felt, I can't make myself happy, how can I make her happy, would not go after his bliss or his joy or his happiness with her for fear that he wouldn't be able to maintain it. Because nobody can maintain someone else's happiness because that's nobody's job. But I just don't think he knew that. I think he thought it was his responsibility to make everyone happy but himself. And then for the feminine energy in the current energy, we see this very interesting thing. Another King of Swords. This is now the Pasta Tarot. that's giving us the King of Swords. So that's 3 King of Swords. You think this person was on your mind a lot recently? Probably. There is this sense now that, look, I love this. It's like, in this case, our feeling was trapped, and when we were constantly thinking about him. But now that we've stopped doing that, because we've cut that out, the King of Swords comes in, cuts that energy out. Now we feel the presence of the masculine energy in the heart space when we are having a good time thinking about things that we really love and enjoy. We are tuning in to the feeling of that masculine energy that we were imagining in our minds when we're having fun, when we're laughing, when we're being with others, engaging with others, celebrating. We're also in this current moment reuniting with this masculine energy. It's moved from our head now into our heart. So we are seeing that on all levels of our being, nearly, we have embodied this energy of the intellect and the mind. We know when to detach ourselves from our emotions. We know when to listen to our emotions. We know to follow a strategy created by the Queen of Swords, by the feminine side of self. Very interesting. Divine masculine, current energy. There's the Page of Pentacles, which is in the heart space of the feminine. This is why I like to use a lot of decks, and you get all these cards that match up. It's so cool. And the Magician card. Magician won't quit recently from this deck. I keep seeing it. This is one of my newer decks, and I'm seeing a lot of cards over and over again from it. So, the Divine Masculine in this present moment, in this current energy, is really trying to manifest or use the tools he has to offer a small gesture of some kind to the Divine Feminine. He wants to give her something to consider. He wants to, I think, take some of his power back by actually giving her a real physical, material gift that's not just swords energy, that's not just energy of the mind, something that's real and tangible. So where is this energy going? For feminine, we're seeing her in the strength energy and the Lover's card. So this is just so interesting. Divine Feminine has started this whole reading with the culmination of the Lover's card, which is the Temperance card. And this is like the fulfillment of the Lover's card, right? Now, instead of being focused on one another, there's this focus on the higher self, and the higher self is doing all this transmutation and alchemy and balancing all of the energy in your life so that you can have this fulfilling relationship with another, but be filled within yourself. And it's all about your connection to the divine. This card is all about the ego and about confidence, and it's about the strength of the connection, how strong Divine Feminine's love is, how good the choices she's making are right now. Like, she loves the choices she's making. She loves the feeling she has of being brave and courageous and confident. She is really kind of basking in this glow right now. I like even the yellow sun coming, like drawing in the same colors here into this Lover's card. So what she gets now is a really strong divine connection in the physical world, not just in her mind, because she's stopped focusing on only thinking about this masculine energy and only looking at this masculine energy social media and observing this 3D version that was aligning with the past version of what she was thinking. By taking her focus off, right? By looking away or taking her focus off of the masculine person, she has started to have more fun and more joy in her life, and that has made her feel better about the masculine energy, and that's helped her overcome her fears, and it made her realize that she has this strong eternal connection, and that they are inevitably going to enjoy a life together. And even if she has to focus on her own making things in this world right now and be on her own, even if I'm even getting the sense that even if she had to do this until she was very advanced in age, she would still be at peace, because she has fallen in love with herself and her place in the world and her mission and the work that she does and the people around her, and all of that is just so engaging and so fun and so interesting. And the feeling of being boosted all the while by this divine energy, we see a divine feminine that is completely content. The masculine starting out this reading with a lot of fear about that contentment, because he interpreted that contentment as meaning he was not needed in her life anymore. And so where this masculine is headed is we have the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Cups. So 7 and 7. We're getting closer, but the heart knows already everything's going to work out. The head right now is not quite there yet. The head right now is still fighting against all of the different ways of expression, all of the different options of fulfillment. And there's a couple ways this is playing out. One way is that you yourself may not be exploring other options besides somebody that you've been holding on to, and holding on to that person is kind of preventing you from experiencing the Six of Wands here, which is the success. So the Seven of Wands can be about fighting against your own self, your own ideas of happiness, fighting off your potential for what you desire by holding on to a specific outcome so tenuously that nothing else can come in. So for some of you, that can be what it means. For others, it can mean that the divine masculine is afraid of his success right now. And with that fear of success comes this urge to explore other options, or to finally stand up and make a decision to choose the divine feminine energy that most reflects his own. Now, the feminine energy is good whether he chooses to be with her or not. And so he has to overcome his fears about that, about needing to be needed versus enjoying feeling wanted. He has to kind of overcome that a little bit. So there's just a little bit of work to do there. Let's get the oracles for some support. And you know, just to give myself a break and not do a super, super long reading, I'm just doing one oracle for the whole self instead of each aspect of self. And not one oracle, we're doing a few different ones, but I just mean instead of masculine, feminine, we're just doing us as a whole, like our connection with our higher self. Okay, so we're getting the Lady card and Belladonna. These are coming out together. This is number 20. And so this is giving me divine feminine energy vibes. Both of these cards actually are. And in terms of timing, it's looking like the 29th of August, or 29 days from now. I'm not feeling 29 months at all. I'm getting either the 29th of a specific month. It could be January 29th because there's an ace here with a 1. But it's giving me near future vibes. We definitely, okay, so there's confidence and charm coming from this Lady card. There's an air of romance about this woman, which could indicate an intimate relationship or passion for arts and beauty. She's reaching out with her hand. What she is attracting is determined by the cards to her left, which in this case would be the Belladonna card. And it's this can represent wife, lover, partner, soulmate, mother, sister, daughter, friend, or confidant. So something with feminine energy around, I really feeling strongly August 29th, or 29 days from this reading. And 20, Belladonna. And this is what she was reaching towards as well. And the energy of Belladonna is the summertime, which is also why I feel that it's August. Belladonna is a plant beloved by the devil, and he gives many of its magical abilities to his allies. So fiercely does he care for it that he leaves a black hen to guard it when he is not present. That's the story associated with Belladonna. You may not realize how many people value you and are looking out for your well-being. Support will come from them when you're least expecting it. But remember, when it does, that relationships like these are rare and hard to come by. So, summertime energy is the world is full of potential. The sun is at its highest. So for the feminine right now, for the emotions, for creativity, the world is full of potential. The sun is at its highest. The nights are at their shortest, and even in the darkest hours, the air is balmy and clear. The busy growing period of spring is done, and plants are in full bloom, producing the buds and branches that will bear their harvest come fall. All of the preparation for the year ahead is done, but now is the time to use those foundations to make real change. Cards in the summer suit represent exploration, fullness, freedom, and self-acceptance. They are cards of celebration and creation. In the season just gone, you set the direction of your path and chose which roads you would follow. Now is the season to enjoy the journey. So I'm just getting romance, things having to do with the heart, or your creativity in particular around August 20th through the 29th. So Virgo season, which was in the back of your mind significant. Like there's something significant for you about this Virgo season. Maybe you have something you're planning to release, a piece of art or music or, whatever it is, you know what it is. So there's something significant about those dates. I hesitate to apply this to your twin flame journey. I used to make that mistake a lot of times with timing and card. Do not decide, oh, this date is when something's going to happen and then be disappointed when it doesn't. Remember, the biggest problem that the headspace is having right now is getting really attached to an idea that blocks you from being able to see your success coming from other sources or other directions. A lot of times people want to read these Seven of Cups and all those different cards as like these really surface level, people are cheating, they're choosing other people, whatever. Tarot is never that simple. If you're watching readings like that, do yourself a favor and limit the amount of time you spend watching those type of readings. Like when they're like, oh, the karmic, and they're seeing someone else and da-da-da. First of all, you're focusing on someone else's energy, never helpful for you as in your journey and your growth in your situation. And second of all, that's the most mundane way to read these cards. If you want to actually see change and heal and grow, you need to learn from the cards. The cards are supposed to help you learn something so that you can stop experiencing the same cards coming out all the time. And that's a fact. All right, so let's get your spirit animal oracle this week is Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. It is the upright message. The card is number 56. And so when you see spiders this week, or maybe you have seen spiders recently, this is what their message to you is. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention, and then Spirit joins you as your co-weaving partner. Take but a single step to make your dream a reality, and Spirit will take 10 toward you, for the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. Spider Spirit arrives when you need reminding of the awesome power of co-creation with Spirit. Ideas and resources will begin to appear as if by magic as you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention into the world of the senses where they take form. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions and then act as if you have become the one that lives the life you desire. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together to weave the beautiful patterns you set in motion. Another message of Spider Spirit is about any creative project you may be considering: writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc. Now is the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative, even artistic and tangible. Creative projects are successful now. If you are so inclined, let yourself be open to abundance. So that really kind of goes into alignment with that Virgo season thing, and creativity and making something, working on something, a creative project or endeavor seems very significant to me right now. You are getting the wisdom of the Oracle number 11, which might be significant for some of you, by the book. And this says, abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, and universal laws. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules, even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. For relationships, it means getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. The prosperity message is that at this time, you can expect a return on your investment. Whatever you have pursued, be it a dream you've long cherished, a skill you've cultivated, or a service you're called to, will come to you if you're willing to go by the book. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who have already achieved the things you are striving for. You can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitment to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world, but impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. Stick with what you know works and you will attract abundance. So this keeps bringing me back to this Page of Pentacles energy, the one step at a time. And we saw the Page of Pentacles coming out from both these decks and from the TikTok reading today, which is crazy. All right. And so take a moment right now before I show you the next card. And I want you to pick something that you would like to receive a sign about. And I'm going to show you the card, and you can interpret the card a couple of ways. Number one, it could be a sign that you are seeking right now when I flip the card around and you're like, oh my God, that's the sign that I was waiting for. Or it can indicate that you will, when you see this next, the next time you see this, you need to pay attention to whatever is going on in that moment. your thoughts, the way you're feeling, what you were focused on, what you were doing, the environment you were in, who you were with. See what's significant about that time. And those moments when we see those signs, it's just that chance to tune into the higher self and see if there's anything we need to take note of energetically that will help us on our journey. So pick something that you would like to receive a sign about, and it can be, am I on the right path, or this person the right person for me, or is this person going to contact me, or whatever you want it to be about. I'll just give you a moment to think of that. And that sign is something that I keep talking about. Bees. I literally typed this yesterday and put it into the TikTok reading for yesterday. The sign is bees. As you can see here, there's a bee on this cup. Now this may indicate, because there's a coffee cup here, a meeting, a meetup. So if that was a sign you were seeking about a meeting or meeting up with somebody, that might confirm it. You can also have a special favorite coffee place. It doesn't have anything to do with bees, but it's a part of the community that you would just really love it. And that may be coming up for you when you see this. Whatever it is, it has got something to do with your journey and your progress. And it's number 37 in the Signs of the Times Oracle by Crystal Banner. I really love Crystal Banner's book here. The whole deck. I haven't really seen a lot of people using it, so go out and show Crystal Banner some love here. As the saying goes, teamwork makes the dream work. Bees work toward what is best for the collective at all times, working together in harmony, each member of the group acting in the interest of the whole. Build community and get support from your friends to solve the problem you face. You don't always have to do it alone. This card is also a sign of hard work put in by many to achieve a common goal. Become more involved in your community or make an effort to build a team in your work. Bees teach us that you do not have to take on every role because everyone has their part to play, their unique talents and skills to offer. Invest time in strengthening your network and be open to working with others. Being a part of something bigger than you can be extremely rewarding. There is nothing sweeter than gaining a support system that is willing to put in the work and has your best interest at heart. The additional meanings are creative collaboration, be a team player, recognition and reward, time to come out of your shell, a period of aloneness, improve your skill set, financial growth from collaboration. So all of those things have meaning for me, and I'm realizing when I've seen the bee card lately, how about I put these cards back where they go instead of just laying them on random decks? Okay, let's see. I feel so small at my little chair. I feel like I'm at the kids' table now because I've shrunk down so much. What would I do in this life if I did not have this killer sense of humor that still hasn't gotten me any dates? So here is your self-care activity for today, for this week in general. If you're using this reading to like start your week off and give you a sense of what you need to give yourself on a daily basis, or something that you want to give yourself this week in general, but you deserve to give yourself a sweet treat. This is number 50 in the deck. Notice that the sweet treats don't have to be foods that we have an uncomfortable mindset about. It can also just be fresh fruit, but give yourself a sweet treat, and in any way, shape, or form that's supportive. Do not give yourself a sweet treat that you feel shame or guilt or fear when consuming. That's not sweetness when we do that for ourselves. Now, can you work on the shame, guilt, and fear so that you can release that and eat lots of things without shame, guilt, and fear? Yes, I specialize in helping people with that. If you're interested in working personally with me, hit me up. Send me an email, tunedintarot@gmail.com, or go to my website and find all the ways you can contact me and get in touch with me. And I will help you work on that. It's something I specialize in. But pick something that doesn't give you guilt, shame, fear. Good morning, Luna. And enjoy that. If it gives guilt, shame, and fear, it's not doing the trick. I'm going to give you a mantra and a journal prompt that you can work on this week too. Your mantra this week, I like this one a lot. It is life is sweet to me. And your journal prompt is, what is your favorite food to indulge in? What does it remind you of? And how does it make you feel? Cheese. And it reminds me of my whole childhood, and it makes me feel sick. I just got a phone call from like a long 8888 number that was random. Okay, let us close this reading now, dear YouTube. I shall be back potentially on Wednesday or Friday. Sometimes I do Thursday. I'm just spontaneous. I just keep you guessing around here. Keep you on your toes. Expect the unexpected and all. But I shall be back, and if you really miss me, I'm also going to do some private readings over here on TikTok for a moment. But should you miss me and you want more, obviously you're here on my Tuned In Tarot YouTube already if you're watching this on YouTube. So click the live tab for hundreds and hundreds of hours of readings going back the last few years, all timeless, all very helpful, if I do say so myself, and I do, as the Leo that I am. And the video tab as well, but make sure you check out the live tab, because a lot of times I think people only look at the video tab and they don't realize that there are tons of live videos. So check all those out if you need me. You can also book video recorded readings, and you can be a part of the class that happens on Saturday, the Mind My Biz class, and you can also participate in the free readings that are available. I do have to switch the time this week, which I was needing to talk to you about, Luna, because I have a group that is happening in the morning around 11 that day, so I will need to do like 7 or 8 p.m. So I have to talk to Luna, make sure she can still do that. But either way, I will be doing that next class. I'm also going to be editing and posting an edited version of last week's class so that you can get started on your small business using the Mind Your Business, a workbook to grow your creative passion into a full-time gig. If you're interested in doing this, you know how to do this, of course. This is for those of you that are trying to shift their energy away from focusing on a person and shifting it to focusing on the divine feminine creative inspiration energy, and using your own divine masculine energy of action and planning and analysis and all that kind of stuff, and combining it with your feminine energy of being creative and intuitive and receptive, and putting it all together and receiving abundance through it or from it, if that's something you're interested in. That is what the class is about. We use this book. Please go purchase the book if you can to support Ilana Griffo. She did a beautiful job on this workbook. It's gorgeous. But if you don't have it, I am providing the worksheets. I'm letting you know how to do the worksheets from the book so that you can do the work that's in the book alongside of us, and grow your business. This is definitely a one step at a time type of a thing. This is definitely a Page of Pentacles thing. We literally started with the why we want to have a small business, which I'm still writing it about, and we did like a mantra, and then we're supposed to look at our definition of success, which I must say my definition of success has changed quite a bit. So yeah, if you're interested in participating in that or being involved in that, keep your eyes tuned into my YouTube channel for that video when it drops, and come on Saturday when you see me live. I'll be doing that from Pearl's Prayers account. Alright, everybody, thank you so much. I'm going to do TikTok readings if anybody wants them, and I will see you YouTube on Wednesday or Friday. Love you.